Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I trim my curly hair. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing that I do is I detangle my hair in the shower and I leave a little bit of conditioner in. Before trimming my hair, I like to allow my natural curls to clump together just so I can see exactly what areas need to be trimmed. I like to trim my hair about every 3 months, and in this case I hadn't trimmed my hair since about August, so it was overdue and it was time for me to trim my hair. It had been a little bit over 3 months actually, and so I had already planned that I was going to trim off at most about a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch. The technique that I'm using is a curly hair cutting technique, and I'm just cutting my hair curl by curl. I must let you know that I am a licensed hairdresser. I have been licensed for 13 years and I have taught how to do hair, and I've also worked in the salon behind the chair and maintained a clientele. But as of now, I am just a full-time mom, and of course I do my own hair. So with that being said, please proceed with caution if you decide to take any tips and tricks from this video. Like I said, I've been doing my own hair for over a decade, and that comes with cutting, coloring, styling, and then also just everyday living with my hair. And so I seek my own professional advice, and I advise you to do the same. Getting into the tips and tricks. Okay, so first thing I'm looking for is I'm looking for the amount that I want to take off. So I am taking off only a ½ inch to a 3/4 of an inch. Hair grows about a ½ of an inch a month. So when you take off more than that, you just imagine that if you're trying to grow your hair, you are going to be taking off length that you've grown if it's over a 3-month time. If I only take off a ½ of an inch to 3/4 of an inch, I still can retain some length, because in 3 months time I've grown an 1.5 inches of hair, just about, and that's the average of most people. So when I get ready to take that amount off, I want to make sure that I'm going to be able to retain, because at this stage I still would like to grow my hair out nice and healthy and long. The next thing I'm looking for is the feel of my hair. So as I'm feeling through my hair strands, I'm feeling for roughness and also single strand knots. All curly girls know what those are, especially if you have tighter ringlet style curls. You know that those knots can be a little bit harder, especially through the months when you are trying to detangle your hair and you want to get that sleek, smooth finish and whatnot towards your ends. So I'm also feeling for that, just to make sure that my ends feel nice and healthy. So the next thing that I'm looking for is also balance. Once I've completed one of my quadrants, I like to go through and just make sure I detangle my hair. I finger detangle. That's another thing that I'll definitely tell you. No need for a comb or anything like that. Your fingers are so good. It allows your hair to just kind of settle naturally without you manipulating them with a comb or a brush. And so I like to twist that section all together and just feel those ends, in any area where it looks like it could be much longer, or just doesn't feel right towards the ends. I'll go ahead and just double check by trimming a little bit more off, just to make sure it's as even as possible. So I like to stay as organized as possible. So as I have finished this section, one thing that keeps me on track is not only the twist, but also my little duckbill clips or hair clips. You can use a hair tie, anything that allows you to make sure that you don't miss your place. It's like a bookmark. You don't want to lose the spot where you trim last, because you want every single piece of your hair to get a haircut. One thing I love about cutting my hair curl by curl and cutting curly hair curl by curl in general is that it allows each curl to get a haircut. If you were to just pull your hair straight down with a comb and try to detangle it and then cut straight across, you will not ensure that you're going to get every single curl because each curl bounces up. And if you're like me and a lot of other curly head people that I know, your curls are tighter in certain sections, looser in others, and they are all different. And so once you have a shape, it is so good to kind of maintain it with a curl by curl technique as well, because it allows for your curls to all get individual care. Cutting my hair curl by curl does take time, so I like to make sure that I'm not rushed. I'm doing this after my kids have gone to bed, and this whole thing took me about 45 minutes to do. I like to make sure that I know I am going to be able to get the most accurate results that I can get. I am filming this video about a week after I retouched my color and retouched my highlights, and so this trim is definitely needed, and I am so loving this color. But I am going to be so glad now that I have some of the dry ends trimmed off so that way I can enjoy it even more. Be on the lookout for a new video on how I retouch my hair color, but that's going to be coming up very soon. I cannot believe that just about 6 or 7 months ago my hair was jet black. I used to dye it professionally jet black for years, and one day I said I wanted to have my hair just a little lighter, and I started with a balayage and I switched my base to more of a chocolate brown, and here I am. So I'm super happy with how my color is turning out, and please be on the lookout for that new video. Okay, so once I get to the bangs, I really like to be careful. I do not want my bangs to be too short. I am so picky about how long they are. And so if you have been watching my channel, I have a video on how I initially cut my bangs, and I am loving them. But I actually cut my bangs about once a month just to make sure that they can stay out of my eyes, because I like them so long that they literally just touch the top of my eyelid. And so yeah, I trimmed them recently, and so today I'm just giving them a little bit of a dusting, and just to make sure there's no like hair that's like super duper long or anything like that. Also around my face frame, I like to just make sure that all of that hair is trimmed up. This is the hair that I feel like gets touched the most, so I feel like the ends get a little bit drier right there around my face. And also just a little history about me. Like, I straightened my hair probably for 3 or 4 years straight. Not like every day, but definitely every 2 weeks I would blow dry and straighten my hair, and I loved it. It was so pretty. But I woke up one day and was like, I barely ever wear my hair curly, and it's time that I embrace my curls and put my flat iron away. So here I am now. It's been about 7, almost 8 months since I started wearing my hair only curly, and my curls are almost all the way back to how they were, and I'm just so happy. And so I'm doing everything I possibly can just to keep my hair as healthy and as bouncy and curly as can be. But if you guys want, I'll definitely film a hair journey in the future so you can see exactly how my hair was. No big problems, no breakage, no nothing like that, but after 3 or 4 years of straightening your hair, you can imagine that the curls just do not curl like they used to, and I was ready for my old thing back. So once I'm done, I like to just feel throughout my hair and make sure that I got everything. I really just want to look at the shape. I want to make sure that I created the look that I was going for. I can tell that before I even put my products in, I can tell that my curls are responding well to the trim and that it was so needed. And I cannot wait to style my hair so you can see the final results. Okay, so these are the results, and this is the next day, later that evening, right before bedtime, and I am so happy with how everything turned out. I cannot tell you guys how good my hair feels. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know if you decide to try this. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Also, follow me on Instagram at HeyWittyWit.